everyone. I'm Jana Stafford with BIC Magazine. Joining us today is Ben Cowart, CEO of Vertex Energy. And we just wanted to welcome you, Ben. Thank you so much for coming and taking time out to talk with me today.
Thank you. Thank you, Jana, for having us.
Yeah, good. Recently, Houston-based Vertex Energy purchased Shell Oil's refinery in Mobile, Alabama. And so I wanted to talk about that. Could you please give our audience an update on the current status of the transition from Shell to Vertex Energy? I think I read that that's to become a flagship, one of your flagship refineries.
Absolutely. Yes. So transition is going really well. We've got a team on an all day call today. Putting all the pieces together, bringing a smooth transition between Shell's company operating systems, refinery operation, logistics with our team and our people. So we're on track and on schedule. We're focused on fourth quarter. Early is our internal plan. So hopefully in the early October timeline, but we've got some breathing room in kind of what we've laid out. So everything's going well. No real issues that we see. So
Okay.
we're marching ahead, all in the fairway, I guess.
Okay, good deal, good deal. What does the agreement look like between Shell and Vertex Energy? Are you able to retain the 200 or so Shell employees?
Yes, absolutely. That's been a real key focus. This refinery is unique in Shell's global system in that it was held by their chemical group. So the refinery has been very independent in a lot of ways to the rest of the refineries that Shell owned because it was the only refinery held inside Shell Chemical. So the team in Mobile is very important, and we have worked really hard to bring a good transition package for the employees, and our goal is to retain all the employees at the site. We will need everyone there.
Oh, good. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. I know that's very important for the area and the community too, to keep that relationship. So, what are the primary products that are manufactured at the Mobile site currently, and will that change when Vertex takes over?
Yeah, good question. Because it is a chemical focused facility, the one of the centerpieces of the refinery has been their mild hydrocracker, where they produce a heavy olefin feed that goes to the Shell Norco facility for ethylene production, and that hydrocracker will be repurposed after we close the transaction, and we will refocus that part of the refinery to producing renewable diesel. This would be a vegetable oil feedstock, like a soybean oil that will come in and be manufactured into renewable diesel. So that part of the plant will change as it relates to the way the plant operates today. The rest of the plant produces gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, your normal conventional products that are sold mainly by a truck rack system that supplies this region for the needs at both airports and gas stations. The vacuum gas oil and the residual fuel, the vacuum tower bottoms, both will come off the refinery, and we have a focus for that material to the marine fuel market and maybe some feedstock markets. And then there's some conventional ancillary products that sulfur, LPGs, some benzene concentrate product that gets used in the chemical business as well.
Okay. Okay, great. So, you mentioned that it's going to come, I think, full capacity shooting for October. Is that what you said?
That's the goal.
Okay.
That's right.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
The
project,
official is fourth quarter for this coming year. So
okay.
things are on track. Hopefully sooner.
Okay. So right now you're working on the, bringing in like the engineering, operational, like, the people that are gonna make all this happen, that's all working right now,
A
correct?
lot of workflow, yeah, different independent work processes that are running on both sides. So
Okay. Okay, gotcha. So then let me ask you, what was the motivator that led to this purchase?
that's a good question. This refinery was a target for our company 3 years ago, just based on the markets that we've developed and what our focus has been, which is primarily marine fuels and high purity base oils. So that's with the refining assets that we own today, we've far exceeded our refining capacity with the markets that we serve. So we're supplementing those customer demands with third party supply,
Mhm.
and we knew that the Mobile refinery, based on the asset infrastructure, the uh, the location of the refinery, and the type of crude that is available domestically for the refinery, all lend to our ability to further our products into the markets that we've developed. So, in addition to that, we acquired a motor fuel supply company in June of last year in Birmingham, Alabama. So we're a rack supplier there to many of the distributors and jobbers. With that acquisition came a renewable expertise in one of our senior leaders today, who was the CEO of the company that we acquired. His name is Bart Rice, and he brought the renewable diesel part of the strategy. So we've added renewable diesel now to the other areas of focus for Vertex, and so this is a very interesting part of the business today, and certainly a key focus in the near term to bring this renewable diesel to the market.
Okay, great. I don't know, how big is Vertex Energy?
Well, in terms of volume, not as big as any other refiner, I would assume, because we have really been focused on alternative feedstocks.
Mhm.
So Vertex is a specialty refiner, and these the feedstocks that we focused on in the past have been used motor oil primarily. So this would be the automotive engine oils that come from your car when you got your oil change. We're the in that regard, we're the second largest used oil refiner in the world, in the United States as well. So
Wow.
so it's been many years in developing that market, and so that's very much a energy transition type of business where we've taken a waste material and repurposed that into high purity products for the lubrication market and for the marine fuel market.
Okay, that is great. I talked to Brandon, and he was telling me I just kind of want to end on a little bit of a lighter note.
Sure.
But he told me that there's a kind of a neat full circle story about you being from Mobile, and then now you're having the opportunity to get back into Mobile, Alabama. Can you tell us a
Yeah,
little bit about that?
yeah, it is a homecoming for me. So my career started here in Mobile. My brother and I built a company called Aaron Oil Company, and that started in 1986 when I was 16 years old as a helper on his one used oil truck, and he and I ran around the city picking oil up. And soon after, I had my own truck, even at 16, that I would operate after I got out of school on a work release program, and from there the business grew over a 15-year period. When I resigned here, we were operating in 38 states, related to used oil and reclamation type of services. So we, my wife and my kids, relocated to Houston and started Vertex, and so it's it's been a very neat opportunity to come back to Mobile. We've had a second home here since 2012, so we spent a lot of time during the summer already. And this refinery just happened to be back at home base, and so we're excited about the opportunities it brings to the city, the investments we're making, and what we think we can add. From a economic and future job developing opportunities. So
That's great. Yeah, that's great. And you've had the house there since 2012, so it seems like it just all is a nice, neat package for you.
yeah, yeah, it makes it easy to go back and forth
Yeah,
between here and Houston. So I'm actually in
good.
Mobile today.
Okay, Ben, well, let's wrap this interview up, and we'd love to have you come join us again anytime. So, as always, we are most grateful to our audience at BIC Magazine. Please like and share this recording with colleagues. And for more industry news, videos, podcasts, please visit bicmagazine.com. And remember, it's what we do together that counts.